Welcome to lesson 2, God Save the Queen. Again, free workshop, so click on the link below if you want to check out my other workshops or if you want to look at the sheet music I'm following for this lesson. So that's the part where we're getting into this lead up. So that lead up into the high A part. So the lead up, we're on the second line, second bar, just after that last big D or D throw if you're doing the D throws. So we're already on the D. We're going to, you can kick the whole thing off with a G grace note, and we're already on the D. So even if you don't do G grace notes to different transitions, you can just do it up and down with that top finger. And we're going up the scale. So we're just going up the scale. Reed's getting a little wet. Wipe it off a bit. We're going up the scale. Da 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 da. But these are all eighth notes, so they're a little bit quicker than a lot of the tune. So just to recap, going up the scale, we've done the D to E transition, we've done the E to F transition, I think we've done the F to G transition, all high G that is, all in the first lesson. We haven't done high A yet, so we're on the G, our thumb is on the hole on the back to get to high A, our ring finger comes down of our top hand, thumb comes off, that's our high A position. And the bottom hand, for all the top notes, the bottom hand just stays in that low A position with the pinky finger off its hole. You don't have to hold it up as high as you can. I tend to do that just so you have the visual that you can really tell my pinky isn't on that hole. So that's the lead up to the high A. So we have a bunch of high A's in a row, and we have to separate them with something. So the sheet music I'm following, they're separated with grips. We talked a bit about grips from the E. So that first A grip, drop down to low G, D grace note finger with the top finger of the bottom hand, back up to high A, and then we have an A strike, and then we have another grip. And if you're like, whoa, I can't do grips, Alec, just do high A strikes. So you have 1, 2, 3 high A strikes, and then you go to the G by bringing the thumb on the chanter, lifting up that ring finger, and then you go to the F. If you wish to go to that F with the high A grace note, you can lift that thumb. F finger comes down, thumb comes on. So all together, I'll do the high A strike version here. So that's what we've got there, and then we have very similar kind of rhythm here, but this time not on the high A, on the G. So that would be the high G, and just doing a high A grace note with the thumb on the back. Da, 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 da. And then we have F to E afterwards. But again, you could do this grip business on the high G if you wish. So you could do the grip business on the high G. Separated by a F strike when you're on that high G. And instead of doing that high A grace note on the high G, you could just do 3 strikes in a row using that F finger. So that would be another easy option. And when you get to that E, you can get there from the F with a G grace note. Top finger comes up, middle finger comes down, top finger comes down. So you have a bunch of different options on that high A and high G. Maybe a mix of embellishments sounds a little bit better. So if you do a grace note, then a strike, then a grace note, or a grip, in this case, as in the sheet music, a grip, a strike, and a grip. But at the end of the day, it's God Save the Queen on the bagpipes. If you want to do 3 strikes in a row and that's easiest, you can keep your timing. Go with what you're comfortable doing with the tune. So let me play what we got so far for the second part, starting with that lead up. So that's where we are so far. And this is the part that, I don't know, to me it sounds like we're missing a bit of something, but maybe that's the best we can do on the pipes. I haven't given it a whole lot of brain power. There might be something else we could do here, but needless to say, we're just going to go ahead with what the sheet music shows, and I got that in the link below in the workshop. So we've gone to the E, we're going to go up to the F, and we can get to that F with the G grace note. So that F is a bit long, and then like we started this lesson with that run up, now we have this run down. So that run again is 4 8 notes in a row. So we're on the F, we're going to do these 4 8 notes, and we're going to end off on the F after these 4 8 notes. So what's that first 8 note? The G. You can get there with a doubling or half doubling by doing a quick G grace note and then go up to the G. If that's too complicated, just go up to the G by lifting that top finger. Easy peasy. And those are our 4 notes. So we've done the G, we go back to F, that's our second note. We do a G grace note. Now we're on our second F, which is our third note in this 4-note sequence. And here, after that F, we drop all the way down to D. So we're skipping that E, where it's like we're going down, but we're skipping that E. So we drop from F to D. So we've dropped down these 2 fingers of our top hand. We've dropped down the pinky finger, and all the other low bottom hand notes fingers have picked up. And then after that D, we go right back up to the F. If you wish to get there with a G grace note, that top finger can lift. Do your transition, and that top finger comes down. And then from that F, we're going up the scale, up to G, up to high A. And that's a lot of notes so far, so let me just start again. It's starting at the E, the end of bar 2, line 3. So you almost got it. Good job sticking this far. So we've gotten up to the high A. On that high A, we have another high A right after. 2 high A's in a row. We have to separate them with something. In the sheet music, it's another grip. If you're like, the last thing I want is another grip, just do a A strike. That'll sound okay too. And I'll prove it. I'll play it with an A strike here. So the A strike just sounds completely fine too. So either way, that A grip or A strike, and then we got to go to the G and then to the F. You can get to that F with a doubling if you wish. So that G to F, just drop 1 finger. Or if you're doing the doubling, after you drop that 1 finger, you do another up and down with that finger right away. Essentially, here we're just walking down this scale. We have a nice F down to E down to D. So we're walking through the scale. To go from the F to the E, drop down 1 more finger. You can get there with a G grace note if you wish, so that top finger has to lift before the second finger comes down, then the top finger comes down. And then down to D. Drop that ring finger, lift up the other 3 fingers of the bottom hand, pinky comes down, or if you wish, do that D throw that we've been working on. Let me just play that ending bit one more time here. So that's the whole tune right then and there, and we'll run through it one last time, nice and slow, so you can hear the whole thing together. Sound good, Gordy? Yeah, okay, let's do it. Again, links below to check out all my workshops, or grab the sheet music for this one so you can follow along with the lesson. Until next time, happy piping.